Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our coffee and a cuppa, or coffee costumes on a cuppa. I keep saying coffee and a cuppa, costumes and a cuppa. We're doing English gardens today in the showroom. But before we started, I just want to say congratulations to Jan, one of our colleagues here, who is our anniversary of 30 years with IDS. Yeah, she doesn't look a day older. So we're celebrating Jan's 30th IDS birthday today. So we've got lots of cake upstairs. That's why I'm getting confused, the coffee and a cuppa, because we've got cake as well. So I'm going to start off. My name's Kate, if you've never joined us before, and this is Kat.
Hello.
And this is the IDS showroom. So this is what you will see if you book in an appointment with us for a virtual visit to the showroom. So we're going to go through some of our flowery costumes today, and you're going to start us off, Kat?
Yes, so I'm going to jump in with this one as our first one. So this is a gorgeous romantic tutu. This is a Revolution costume. So with Revolution, you get everything. You get a hairpiece, you get a costume carrier, you get everything included. So this is really rather gorgeous. As you can see, you've got like this crushed velvet on the top, which is a gorgeous raspberry pink colour. It's still nice and soft, even though it's quite bright. It's not too kind of garish on stage. It still works for that English garden and the traditional ballet. Then you've got the straps, which are again like a rosy pink colour, and those are adjustable as well, which is always great for your sizing. And then you can see the back is nice and high on there, so you can put a bra under them comfortably without anything being seen in terms of straps. Then on the front, you've got this gorgeous lace pattern down in a V shape, and that is covered in sequins. So as you can see, nice bit of sparkle in the light. And then the skirt is really interesting. We've mentioned these two-tone skirts quite a lot, and they're quite popular for Revolution costumes. So underneath you've got, it's not a pure white, it's like a cream sort of shade. So again, not too bright, it's nice and soft. And then on the top two layers, you've got almost a silvery grey that's really subtle. And then the flowers all around the edge there. So as you move, it gets a lot of interest going. It's a really kind of fascinating two-tone there, isn't it? And it's just so soft, which I love. So yeah, that's our first one for you.
Next one is, we're showing you two costumes, two different styles, but they've used the same fabric. This is a Revolution costume, both of these. We have the shorter version, so I'll do that one first. I like to think of this as almost like a day dress.
Yeah.
So if you've got a character on there, I think we have shown this before in the past, a few months ago. It's got an open back with poppers on the neckline there. Obviously leotard based. There is a leotard underneath. So obviously when they're moving, I'm not going to show anything. So we just think this would be lovely with a straw bonnet, or just a day dress, or like you say, a character maybe.
I always picture it with a suitcase.
Yeah,
when they're like travelling to somewhere.
Right.
I always picture it with a little kind of period suitcase.
Yeah. So you could use that for a tap or jazz or musical theatre, something like that. And then they've also brought this one out with the same fabric on the top. This is more of a lyrical, as you can see, with this beautiful skirt. I mean, you can see.
Look at that.
Fabulous.
Stunning.
So you've got lots of fabric in there. I love these styles. They do quite a few in this sort of style. Plain front. You can see that's just a round front and a scoop back there. Not too low. And again, leotard based underneath, but lots of flowers on there. So lovely. So you could use both of these together if you wanted to. But we just wanted to show you that they do, they've used the same fabric, but different styles there.
Very elegant.
Okay.
Another one which they both tie together, so I'll show you these. These are from our first position collection from 2023, so they're last year, and they're just gorgeous. So they come with this one comes with a little matching bow. You've got this one in the pink shade, so it's a velour leotard with this patterned mesh on the sleeves, and on the collar here you've got a little keyhole at the back and a clip there, which keeps the collar nicely placed so it doesn't drop, which is nice when they're dancing, keeps them nice and presented. And that comes with a matching skirt. It's a wraparound effect, but it is on an elasticated waistband, which is nice for quick changes because they can just pop it on. So that's that one there. again, kind of works for your little day characters. I also think these are great because the leotards could be worn in class. So if you've got a group of kids who need a costume but you want it to be really low cost and the parents want to be able to reuse and reuse, these are great. They can wear them in class just as the leotards or the separate skirts, as well as them being elevated together as a costume. So this is the second one. So this one has a higher neckline. So they are different in design in terms of the shape of them, but they've got that similar sort of pattern in that they tie together with the skirts. On this one, you've got quite an open keyhole at the back and then the poppers at the top. And it comes again with a wraparound skirt that comes on the elastic. So those go together like that. They complement each other quite well. So you could have a mixture on stage.
Yeah,
of
that
those.
colour's lovely for the older
Yeah.
students. I think they quite like the darker colours, don't
Yeah.
they? So that's, you know, a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
darker.
They're beautiful.
Next one is our green forest tutu. Again, we've shown this quite a few times, but we couldn't do English Gardens Florist without showing this one.
No.
It's, you know, been a really popular tutu, this one. It's, excuse me. It's got a velour back, and you can see at the front there, highly brocade with sequins, which obviously in the stage lighting is going to light up. And then it's got these long tassels of leaves coming down over the top of the romantic skirt. So again, it's just a very pretty, and you know, autumn's coming, so all these teachers who've got autumn shows coming up, if you're doing the seasons, this one would be perfect.
It's beautiful.
Oh, and then we've got another green one coming up.
Another green one. So this is a Revolution one, which is just really sweet. You can see it's like a sage sort of green. I think they call it dusty sage, which you can understand why from the sort of tone there. It's got velour leotard, and then it's got all of the little rose detailing and frills. So it's almost separated into kind of 3 layers, but it's all connected, so it's just applique on the top skirt, so you don't get too much kind of movement. It's still got that romantic style, and then on the back it's like a T sort of shape with the decoration there, and again you've got a cheeky adjustable strap in there, so you get that beautiful detailing on the strap, but you can still change it for sizing, which I think is really nice. And again, roses, walking through an English garden, summer day, just works really well, and you get a hairpiece with that one as
It's
well.
quite lovely. It's a quite sort of period look to it as
Yeah.
well. So I think if you're doing a period ballet,
Would also work for things like Capalia
yeah, it's
and
very,
like peasants in the town sort of
Yeah,
thing. Would
very
work
nice.
really nicely.
Yep. Next one is
Oh.
we've done
we
this.
like this one.
Yeah, we've done this one for a while actually. A Revolution tutu again. It's a very pretty one. It's got little flowers on the top of the top layer of the net there, as you can see, and we had it on a mannequin, so I thought I'd just show you both of them, because obviously this is a child size and this is an adult. So because I think, you know, when you see them sometimes they do look different. If you only see a child size, you don't imagine what it looks like on an adult.
Yeah.
So seeing the two together, you can see it's a very pretty tutu. It's lycra. It's got a sequin bodice there at the front. Straps on the back. Well, not a crossover, but it's got quite an open back there with the clear straps too. Little clip on the neckline, but just a very pretty. So obviously, if you're doing the
Just
spring
beautiful.
gardens or something like that.
Daffodils.
Yeah, it's not
daisies.
daffodils. I don't know what they are, but they're little flowers on the. But you could use it.
It hints to
It
it,
does,
doesn't
it
it?
does,
Just
yeah.
with yellow and
It's
spring.
primroses, very spring-like.
Gorgeous.
Okie dokie.
So then for our next one, again, this is a highly popular first position one, and this does go through all the sizes, so we get it seen a lot for your little ones. And as Kate was just saying, try to sometimes reimagine them on an older student. I know that this is used often on younger ones, but it's also a gorgeous romantic on older ones as well. So you've got this gorgeous long glitter net skirt. So I don't know if the light is catching. Oh, it is. Look at that. So you're completely inundated with glitter, and on the stage it really, really shines. You get the little hair clip with that one. Then you've got adjustable straps, and then I think this is what makes it really clever, going kind of younger to older. For your younger students, you could have it on the shoulder, so you get that lovely little scoop frilled neckline. And then for your older ones, you could do it off the shoulder, so it gives it that little bit more of a mature line. you could do it either way for either age, but I think that's what makes it kind of adaptable to the two different ages. And then you've got flowers all across the front there. It's also one that comes in 3 colours.
Okay.
So you've got, this is the champagne, this is the peach pink, and then you've got the turquoise there as well. So these work beautifully all together.
They do, look nice.
Gorgeous.
And if you're doing princesses, I do often get asked for tutus. Do you do something in various colours? Well,
Yeah.
obviously we do the basic tutu in all colours. But if you wanted something with a bit of sparkle on,
Yeah.
you know, it's very princess-like.
Yeah,
So you could pick all 3.
definitely.
Really pretty.
Absolutely.
I think our last one is another 2-piece. Different sort of style, this one. The one that Kat showed you before, but this is a bit more jazzy, I think. It's got an off the shoulder, the sleeves are attached, so if I can just show you that. So there, I don't know if you can see it, I'm trying to hold it away from me. So you can see you've got a bare shoulder there, and these are attached, the sleeves. A nice flowery mesh panel there at the front. It is, you can see through it, and the panel there, you stand back, but only just. So I don't, you know, people that don't want to show any tummies, I think, you know, you're not going to see very much through there. Quite a low back on that one. So probably just below the bra line. So for your older students, they'd need to wear something probably for that. And that comes with a circular skirt. No split in that one. It's just a circular skirt in the same fabric. And again, really nice for, I think, for the older students, because it's, you know, black. They quite like the darker colours. So you could separate it and just wear the leotard on its own. So if you've got acro, or they're doing something on the floor and you don't want anything floating about, they could just wear the leotard on its own. But it's a short skirt, so I think, you know, even if it was an acro, I don't think it would be too, you know, it's not too long that's going to get in the way. And again, you can separate the skirt and just wear that over the top of a black leotard. So just wanted to show you lots of flowers today.
We've I also just want to show you a couple of props, and we've got a couple of hair accessories to show you as well. So we do the flower garlands, which I know a couple of these are the RAD kind of set syllabus props, but remember you can use them for absolutely anything. So if you've got little ones or younger students and you don't know what to do with their arms, you can have them holding garlands, and then it kind of adds a little bit something to do with the dance as well. So this is the daisy garland, and then you've got the pink flower garland. We also do this one in purple and turquoise as well. So you can mix with, say, the 3 coloured tone tutus there. You can have one of each matching for the different colours. Then we've got, again, they're an RAD approved item, but reimagine it, use it as a prop, use it as a costume. So the flower headbands with the ribbons coming off them, very kind of May.
I mean, they are very
Spring.
long, so obviously you've got to be aware for your little ones, because look, if I put it on me, I mean, the idea is that they hold it out.
them.
But obviously for your little children, they're going to be very long, almost like a maypole.
Yeah, like a maypole dance.
So you might need to trim those, but unless you did it, you know, you could build it into your choreography.
Yeah.
And use them. So
Yeah.
I mean, they come in lots of different colours too, I think.
They do. It's the lights, so the pastels and then the darks as well. Then we've got a flower, just a headband, so very similar to the one with the ribbons, but it's just a headband on there. Very Frida Kahlo.
I was just going to say that.
Very Frida Kahlo, which I know people do dances for, because they might want to say about icons, artists. Frida Kahlo we do get asked for, so this is a great
And
one
there is
for her.
one very similar to that in purple that we do,
Yeah.
which has got bigger flowers. So if you want a bigger impact, or if you're doing something Mexican, you know, that sort of, you know, South American sort of look.
Yeah.
And also, just wanted to show you these, again, little flower. These are lovely. Just tie them around the buns. They're just, so it's just flower, a little row of flowers in different colours with a ribbon, and then you just attach it to the back of the bun. And I know a lot of people use these for exams.
I was just going to say they're a really good one for exams as well. So we do have those in lots of different colours.
So I think that's it for this week.
That's everything for this week. We have lots of availability coming up for our showroom service. So if you've got a July show and you've got a couple of costumes that you just need a little bit of help with, or if you're looking more towards your October sort of time shows, you might be starting to think about costumes. Get booked in. We would love
It's
to.
never too early to start. Start thinking now. So you know, it could be just you just want some ideas. You know, trying to find a theme or something. And you know, I do get customers that look at the costumes and think, oh, I love that. What can I use it for? So sometimes it's easy to do it the other way around. You see the costume first, what can I use it for, rather than you think of something then you can't find the costume to go with the dance. So you know, never too late to start.
No.
You know, start early. That's what we like.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a lovely week, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.